Okay. Former Blizzard boss Mike Ibarra would like to tip developers. This is the dumbest thing I think ever said or spoken of from any human being in the gaming industry ever. Okay. Just off of this title alone. I haven't read the article yet. Okay. How would this even work? Okay. Let's just say I played a game and I go, wait, I really enjoyed that game. I think I'm going to tip the developers. That's called the price of the actual game. Okay. And now I'm going to tip on top of that. Okay. Who gets that? Who gets the actual tip? Who gets it? Is it the guy in the art department? Is it the guy in the... What kind of tip am I giving? I'll give an extra $5 tip. Who's that going to? Right? Who's that going to? Is it going to the actual developers? Is it going to the soundtrack guy? Right? Do I get to pick the tip I want to go to? I love this game so much, I'm going to leave a tip for the sound department. Right? Hundreds of people in the sound department. Who gets this? Okay? You know who gets it? I know who gets it. The same fuckers that are getting the same money that are getting for the full price game. Right? So let's read it now. Right? Former Blizzard boss Mike Ibarra would like to tip developers, and I know $70 is already a lot, but some games are that special. Okay? Former Blizzard boss Mike Ibarra would like to option to tip developers once he's completed a game. Okay? Acknowledgement that most will dislike this idea. Yeah, because it's stupid. Ibarra says that his beats a game. He has often thought, I wish I could give these folks another 10 or 20 because it wasn't worth more. It was worth more to me than the initial 70. Well, I'll tell you what, Mike. Why don't you go buy it again and gift it to somebody? Pay it forward. Buy the game again and then give it to somebody. Imagine that. Okay? He says, I thought about this idea for a while as a player since I've been diving into single-player games lately, and Ibarra wrote on Twitter X. He says, quote, When I beat the game, there are some of just that leave me in awe on how amazing the experience was, and at the end of the game, I often thought, I wish I could give these folks another $10 or $20 because it's worth more than the initial $70, and I didn't really try to nickel or dime me every second. Oh, so wait a minute. So now in a single-player experience, as long as they don't try to nickel and dime you, so I guess Dragon Dogma's out of there, the Star Wars game's out of there, any game with microtransactions is out of there, so none of those people get tips, right? None of those people get tips. He says, games like Horizon Zero Dawn, Gears of War, Red Dead Redemption 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Elden Ring, etc. I know $70 is already a lot, but in the option, at the end of the game, I wish I had the times some games are that special. First of all, I can't speak of Horizon Zero Dawn, but Gears of War, there's microtransactions in the game. You can buy those, Mike Ibarra. Okay, you can buy those and give more money to the overlords of the company because you know that's not going to the developers. Okay, Red Dead Redemption 2 has an online thing, and you can actually buy stuff in that as well. Okay, Baldur's Gate 3, I mean, literally just go buy another game and give it to somebody because it's such a great game. Go gift it to somebody to have them experience it as well, or buy the $80 version where it has a whole bunch of other stuff included in there as well. And then Elden Ring has a DLC coming. I know it's crazy, but they actually have a DLC coming that you can actually purchase to give more money to the actual company who made a game and sold a game. Okay. So the option at the end of the game, he says, some games are just that special. He continues by saying, I know most of will dislike this, by the way. We are tired of tipping and everything else, but I view this differently from a pressure of tip type scenario. Many faces give feedback on. His final comment likely reflects on tip culture. The perception of some industries use tipping to suppress wages or already overworked people, and some players have already opted that they would like to find a hard-to-trust publishers to share tips equally, if at all. Okay? Following the departure of Ibarra's Blizzard recently noticed that the new president of Activision, former general manager of Call of Duty franchise, Jonah Ferris' new position was also announced a week after Microsoft confirmed layoffs at the start of the year. Her appointment marks the first new leader of the studio, and Microsoft finally purchased Activision Blizzard for $69 billion in October. So, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section down below. Would you tip developers because you like the game so much you would give them extra money? They already have that in in the world of this, right? Literally, go buy the game again, go buy it on sale, go buy a microtransaction, go buy whatever else. That gives them more money if you enjoyed something that much. But the fact that he just wants, like, if it's a really good game, I just want to tip more. Where would that money go, Mike? I don't think you thought this whole thing through. See, I said the exact same thing before I even read the article. Where would the tips go? Who would get the tips? What about if a person worked on the game and then no longer works on that game? They move to a different studio. Does that person still get a check in the mail for that tip that people left him? Like, what's happening here? I don't think he thought about this all the way clearly through, right? I don't know. These are just my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments section down below. Please make sure you share, like, and subscribe. And if you like what we do here, please make sure you check out some of our other videos. Thanks for watching.